Legally Speaking with Crocker Law Firm.
One of the very first things you're advised to do after an accident is to call a lawyer. But Cyndi, let's be honest here. What are we getting ourselves into when we make that call? For instance, are you charging us for that time?
No, we are not. We are not charging you for time before we take your case. We're not charging you for time after we take your case because we don't bill for our time. Personal injury work generally, and certainly at our office, is done on a contingency basis, which means we get paid if and when we recover money for you, and that our fee comes out of that. But other than that, we're not keeping up with that kind of stuff, and we don't charge for that.
All right, so knowing that there's no fee then for time, what happens next?
Well, we'll get a little bit of information from you in that first phone call, and then we'll set an appointment for usually a lawyer and an assistant together to sit down and meet with you either at our office, or we'll come to you, to come to your home, come to your hospital room in a lot of cases. That can be really helpful. Imagine if your car is destroyed, or you're very badly hurt, or you're just devastated by the situation. It can be very convenient to have someone come to where you are. It also is helpful to me. I personally like to do hospital and home visits. I take my assistant with me and we start documenting some things, because ultimately I want to be able to tell your story. And I start to see that story when I go in someone's home and see a hospital bed squished into the living room and their walker against the wall. I had one case where I walked around out back and there's this beautiful garden, and I find out this is her passion, which now she can't do. And so I get pictures of all that, and you can imagine at the settlement conference, it's great to be able to tell that story to get the best recovery we can.
And at a time that is so stressful, it's so comforting to know that we're not all sitting around watching the clock.
Right. It's a better relationship knowing we just spend the time we need to spend.
All right. Join us next time for Legally Speaking.